Bitter criticism, maybe something from Pepe Escobar, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that it's been a long time. It's always nice. Pepe Escobar is always posting interesting things from his friends, from the community, as he said, Look, I'm going to fix this urgently. Look, as usual, this Samsung camera from S20s something is not working so well at the beginning, and my Xiaomi cell phone is uploading another videos, two videos, and so I will ended up without energy, without battery in my internet phone. So it's going to be a short one from Pepe Escobar, maybe just one article. This dog over here is Baloo. It's just like the jungle tail. He's like a bear. Well, so here we are on the street. I didn't do. I don't know if the resolution is great. Oh, Baloo, sale. Mixed dogs. I mean, dogs in general always messing around. Well, here we go. I maybe a short, probably a short one. As you can see, I only have 29. Oh, I mean, yeah, 29%. So, Pepe Escobar Telegram. I still didn't put nothing here, but I will do. I will put a BC, a huge BC over here. It will be nice, a huge BC like that. BC. Yeah, I guess a huge one will be nice. A huge one. Maybe I'm going to put to paint it white first white, and then something like that. I'm trying to find the brush. Pepe Escobar. Momentarily, I thought Pepe canceled me. I was not finding him. So from the last one, boost US, chat stickers, geopolitics live, US empire strikes back. US empire of chaos digs its claws into Syria. Pepe Escobar, Limited Colonel Karen Kuwaitovsky, and former CIA analyst Larry Johnson join. So Geopolitics Live, there's nothing there, but maybe it's a video later. Geopolitics Live again. Global South to account for 75% of trade with the Eurasian Economic Union. 2024. Nations from the Global South will represent 3/4 of the Eurasian Economic Union's trade turnover by the end of 2024. And the Minister of Trade of the Eurasian Economic Commission, ECC, Andrei Slebnev, told Russian media. He added that the share of the EU states has shrunk by 2.5 from 40% before 2022. I was here in Valparaiso. We have a lot of tourists from Europe. Definitely, they are not happy. You know, these European tourists, they are not happy at all. What other priorities does the Eurasian Economic Union have? Emphasis on China. China is a crucial partner for the Eurasian Economic Union, accounting for one-third of its trade turnover. Notably, 95% of settlements with China are conducted in national currencies. Additionally, trade with Turkey and India is expected to reach $60 billion by the end of the year, with the majority of settlements made in national currencies. You know, I just had a an insight right here, an insight that says I made a page tracking Valparaiso. There's a Valparaiso tracking too. I didn't. It was not a cop. Well, I did knew this page before. Here we are, not in the wilderness, as you maybe know. In front of us, there's a route, a road, and after the road, before the road, in the opposite side, in the ocean, you know, there's cliffs, and those cliffs kind of they are in the wilderness, but there's nothing special. There's just rats and birds. There's no mountain lion. And well, I did some a page offering Sherpa, me as a Sherpa service, because there's a lot of tourists, but I just realized these European tourists, they are broke. They are broke in their countries, and they don't want to spend any money, actually, I guess. Two women followed me, my page, Trekking Valparaiso, and they are Hispanics. They are from this, so I guess I'm going to do a Hispanic videos, you know, because I only did English speaking videos. So yeah, maybe I'm going to take this Baloo dog, and he will go crazy in the other side, I guess. Yeah, it will be very tricky, actually, because this dog is nervous. Sometimes he bites people, and in order to cross the road, I have to take this dog. I have to how to say it. I forgot. I know how to say it, but I just to take from the ground, you know. And that process, the dog became nervous, you know, because touching his body, I don't know. He got really nervous and start biting. He bites even his family, you know. But I guess the solution to nervous dog is not aggressive, it's nervous, you know. Is messages. You do a massage to, oh, I forgot again. Lift, yeah. Lift from the ground. I have to lift it. Well, I guess I'm going to do this tomorrow. Emphasis on China. Just back to the what other priorities does the Eurasian Economic Union have? Emphasis on China. China is a crucial partner for the Eurasian Economic Union, accounting for one-third of its trade turnover. Notably, 95% of settlements with China are conducted in national currencies. Additionally, trade with Turkey and India is expected to reach $60 billion by the end of the year. Baloo, who is there? There's some dog over here. Luna. Oh, where's Baloo? Ah, Luna. Mixed dogs. Oh, they are the trees. Look, they are getting along, actually. Yeah, they are doing pretty well. I'm not sure because I don't know. Look, this is my dog, my female dog. He's he's kind of, I don't know how to say it. Is I guess I well, she has a strong character. You know, she believes she's a queen. You know, that's what I'm saying. She's like I don't know. Some time ago, I was thinking Mursi it was Taurus because she loves to eat and eat and sleep, I guess. But maybe now, I guess she's a lion. You know, because she has this queen character. They were doing just well. And there's Luna, the pedigree uh, hunting. She's a hunter, a dog hunter, a stone hunter. And there's Balu, which is Sagittarius. He's a beast. He's a beast, unprovoking beast. Who knows? I mean, and yeah, maybe a lion, Sagittarius, and Luna. I don't know. Maybe Scorpius. Anyway, black dogs, beautiful black dogs. The three of them are beautiful. And there's another dog I just realized. Look, Luna has some scars on his face. Those scars. Luna, venga! Aquí. Can you see the scars? Look. Luna is crazy. Look. Calm down, Luna. What the hell do you eat? Are you doped, Luna? Did you sniff some pot? Sniff some? Yeah, definitely they are doing great. Anyway, and so yeah, they are doing great. Better than I thought. Let's keep reading. What other priorities does the Eurasian Economic Union, Eurasian Economic Union have? Emphasis on China. China is a crucial partner for the Eurasian Economic Union, accounting for 1/3 of its trade turnover. Notably, 95% of settlements with China are conducted in national currencies. What's the problem? I thought it was just the euro. Anyway, additionally, trade with Turkey and India is expected to reach $60 billion by the end of the year, with the majority of settlements made in national currencies. So they are talking about de-dollarization. Anyway, the UAE as a gateway to the Persian Gulf, the EU, the Economic European Union, I guess, plans to establish a free trade agreement with the UAE, aiming for a trade turnover exceeding $13 billion. Cooperation with the UAE will provide access to the Persian Gulf market and beyond, thanks to country's extensive partnership network. That was the UAE. And now Iran. Iran on the way to the North-South corridor. The Eurasian Economic Union also seeks a free trade agreement with Iran, a key nation in the North-South transport corridor. Besides, Iran has extensive experience in substituting imports and withstanding sanctions while developing its own technologies. That was Eurasia, and yeah. So I guess maybe Pepe Escobar is avoiding the dire situation in Syria. But here we are, black flags taking over the venerable Humayyad Mosque. One of the most shameful episodes in the whole history of Islam, fully applauded by the collective West. Um, and there's another zero edge Escobar, Syria's postmodern terror occupation in Palestine, the NATO-Israeli cabal sharing on Damascus fall will get more than they bargained for. Zero edge. There's an article, a full article. That's the article I supposed to be reading. I came for. Pepe Escobar, Syria's postmodern terror occupation in Palestine. Zero edge. Zeroedge.com. Just what I said. Syria's postmortem terror occupation in Palestine. And Pepe said in TV 24/7, a Brazilian channel, a Brazilian politics channel, journalism, that Turkey should be in this headline, because I don't remember now, because Turkey is supporting this madness, I guess. You know, some time ago I said Chilean people, they are just like Turks. The question is why? Because yeah, Turkey produces drones or something. Yeah, I didn't remember that by that time. But the question is, Turkey, the most important thing from Turkey, the how to say, the locomotive. There's another expression like the locomotive, something like the most important thing from Turkey is logistics. You know, is real estate, is like logistics. That's it. That's the most important thing from Turkey. Just like Chile, I guess. Just like Chile. That's it. Chile is like a narrow strip, and these people don't do nothing but control this territory. That's it. It's just controlling a territory. Anything but controlling a territory. Understand? So this plays in geopolitics, in geoeconomics, as is more interesting to think about. Geoeconomics, the only thing Chile does is give away natural resources like copper, gold, as Michael Hudson studied some decades ago, a lot of decades ago, like that Chile produces gold because of copper production. It's a subproduct. The question is, nothing else, you know? Chile doesn't do nothing else. Nothing, like nothing at all. What? Well, now something very interesting that happened right here in Chile. The president, Gabriel Boric, a woke moron, maybe. But you know what he did? What he did this week, 3 days ago, promoting a bus, hydrogen bus, an hydrogen bus. That's very interesting. Hydrogen bus made in Chile. I hope the best for that enterprise. I guess it's something Chile really needs. I hope the bus tariff gets cheaper. But that's it. Well, Turkey, and what else? Turkey does produce drones, and what else? Nothing else. Just controlling a territory, fakery. You know, Chile and Turkey, fakery, controlling territory. That's it. It's absolutely fake. And that's it. It's just like a mindset. If the only thing you do in life is controlling a territory, you'll be a pretty um, back oriented people, back something, yeah, like reactionary for sure. I don't like this. I don't like nor Chile, uh, neither Turkey. How to say the expression? Back. I don't remember. But anyway, Escobar, Syria's post-mortem terror occupation in Palestine, by Tyler Durden. Friday, December 13, 2024. Authored by Pepe Escobar via the Cradle. The short headline defining the abrupt shift end of Syria as we knew it will be. It is Israel meets new Ottomanism. The subtitle, a win-win for West and a little blow against the axis of resistance. Yeah, what I want to know is how little. Well, Pepe saying is little. If you don't know this word, is the worst thing that can happen to the axis of resistance. But not the global south, but definitely the axis of resistance. Yeah, so sad. Bad fortune for the Middle East. But to quote still pervasive American pop culture, perhaps, the owls are not what they seem. Let's start with former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's surrender. Qatari diplomats, off the record, maintain that Assad tried to negotiate a transfer of power with the armed opposition that had launched a major military offensive in the days prior, starting with Aleppo, then swiftly headed southward toward Hama, Homs, aiming for Damascus. That's what was discussed in detail between Russia, Iran, and Turkey behind closed doors in Doha this past weekend during the last sign of the moribund Astana process to demilitarize Syria. Subtitle: The transfer of power negotiation failed. Hence, Assad was offered asylum by Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. That explains why both Iran and Russia instantly changed the terminology while still in Doha and began to refer to the quote legitimate opposition in a bid to distinguish non-militant reformists from the armed extremists, cutting swathe across the state. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, his body language telling everything about his anger. Oh, Balu. Well, I guess Balu, they are doing very great. All Pepe is writing right here. He said on his Brazilian channel, Pepe Cafe, and the dogs are doing fine, better than before. But Luna, as you can see, he only care about stones. Stones. Stones, Baloo. Only care about stones. Look, like this one. Can you see? And Mursi is kind of lioning, or something like that, Pretty beautiful, isn't it? Four eyes. They are beautiful dogs. They are not, I don't know, hyenas. Hyenas. What about you? Go with the girls there. I want another pair of beautiful eyes. Oh, what the hell are those? Looks creepy. So there goes Luna. Let's try to read something. Let's try to read to the end. I will run now. I will run now. Running. The transfer of power negotiation failed. Hence, Assad was offered asylum by Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. That explains why both Iran and Russia instantly changed the terminology while still in Doha and began to refer to the, quote, legitimate opposition in a bid to distinguish non-militant reformists from the armed extremists cutting a swathe across the state. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, his body language telling everything about his anger, literally said, quote, Assad must negotiate with legitimate opposition, which is on the UN list, unquote. End quote. I just realized today that end quote is, I was saying unquote. But anyway, very important, Lavrov did not mean Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, the Salafi jihadi or Renta jihadi mob financed by the Turkish National Intelligence Organization, MIT, with weapons founded by Qatar and fully supported by NATO and Tel Aviv. What happened after the funeral in Doha was quite murky, suggesting a Western intel remote control coup, developing as fast as lightning, complete with reports of domestic betrayals. The original Astana idea was to keep Damascus safe and to have Ankara manage HTS. Yet Assad had already committed a serious strategic blunder, believing in lofty promises by NATO messaged through his newfound Arab leader friends in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. To his own astonishment, according to Syrian and regional officials, Assad finally realized how fragile his own position was, having turned down military assistance from stalwart regional allies, Iran and Hezbollah, believing that his new Arab allies might keep him safe. The Syrian Arab Army, SAA, was in shambles after 13 years of war and ruthless U.S. sanctions. Logistics were prey to deplorable corruption. The rot was systemic, but importantly, while many were prepared to fight the foreign-backed terror groups once again, insiders say Assad never fully deployed his army to counterattack to the onslaught, and 19% of power now, 19% of battery. Tehran and Moscow tried everything up to the last minute. In fact, Assad was already in deep trouble since his visit to Moscow. On 29 November, that reaped to tangible results. The Damascus establishment thus regarded Russia's insistence that Assad must abandon his previous red lines on negotiating a political settlement has a de facto signal pointing to the end. Turkey, we have nothing to do with it. Apart from doing nothing to prevent the increasing atrophy and collapse of the SAA, Assad did nothing to reign in Israel, which has been bombing Syria non-stop for years. Until the very last moment, Tehran was willing to help. 2 brigades were ready to get into Syria, but it will take at least 2 weeks to deploy them. The Fars news agency explained the mechanism in detail, from the Syrian leadership's inexorable lack of motivation to fight the terror brigades, to Assad ignoring serious warnings from Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei since June, all the way to 2 months ago, with other Iranian officials warning that HTS and its foreign backers were preparing blitzkrieg, according to the Iranians. Quote, after Aleppo fell, it became clear that Assad had no real intentions of staying in power, so he started to engage in diplomatic talks with the opposition and arranged the safe exit of our troops from Syria. If the SAA does not fight, neither will they risk our soldiers' lives. Russia and the UAE had managed to convince him to step down, so there was nothing he could do, unquote. End quote. There's no Russian confirmation that they convinced Assad to step down. One just needs to interpret that failed meeting in Moscow on 29 November. Yet significantly, there is confirmation before that about Turkey knowing everything about the HTS offensive as far back as 6 months ago. Subtitle: Ankara's version is predictably murky. HTS told them about it and asked them not to intervene. Additionally, the Turkish Foreign Ministry spun that President Khalif Recep Tayyip Erdogan tried to warn Assad. No word from Damascus on that. Ankara on the record via Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan formally denies orchestrating or approving the Renta Jihadi offensive. They may regret this yet, with everyone from Washington to Tel Aviv jumping into take credit for the fall of Damascus. Only the NATO propaganda machine believes this version, as HTS has been for years completely supported not only by Turkey but also covertly by Israel, which was outed for paying salaries to the extremists during the Syrian war and famously helped rehabilitate Al-Qaeda fighters injured in battle. All that leads to predominant scenario of a carefully calculated CIA MI6 Mossad controlled demolition, complete with a non-stop weaponizing flow, Ukrainian training of tactics on the use of FPV kamikaze drones, and Samsonites full of cash bribing high-ranking Syrian officials. Subtitle: New Great Game Reload. The Syrian collapse may be a classic case of extending Russia and also Iran when it comes to the all-crucial land bridge that connects with its allies in the Mediterranean, the Lebanese and Palestinian resistance movements, not to mention sending a message to China, which for all its lofty community of a shared future rhetoric had done absolutely nothing to help in the reconstruction of Syria. Yeah, people, not only Pepe Escobar is saying this, a lot of people are saying this. So how tricky are Chinese people? On the geo-energy level, now there are no more obstacles to the resolution of an epic pipeline saga. And one of the key reasons for the war on Syria, as I analyzed it in 9 years ago, building the Qatar-Turkey gas pipeline through Syrian territory to provide Europe with an alternative to Russian gas. Assad had rejected that project, after which Doha found the Syrian war to depose him. There's no evidence that key Persian Gulf states such as Saudi Arabia and UAE will gleefully accept Qatar's geoeconomic stardom. If the pipeline is built, for starters, if it needs to run through Saudi territory, and Riyadh may no longer be open to that. Subtitle: This burning question connects to a pile-up of other questions, including, with the Syrian gateway all but gone, how will Hezbollah receive weapons supplies in the future? And how will the Arab world react to Turkey trying to go full neo-Ottoman? End of subtitle question. And then there's the thorny case of BRICS partner state Turkey directly clashing with top BRICS members Russia, China, and Iran. Ankara's new thorn way may even end up causing it to be rejected by BRICS and not granted a favorable trade status by China. Chilean people, Turkish people, logistical people from the logistics, they are always a shit. They are always shit, I guess. They are traitors. That's the question of logistical people, understand? Anyway, they don't have a soul, understand? They don't have a body, anyway. While a case can certainly be made that losing Syria may be devastating for Russia and the global majority, hold those horses for now. In the event of losing the port of Tartus that the USSR Russia has run since 1971, alongside the Haimin Air Base, and thus being ousted from the Eastern Mediterranean, Moscow will have replacing options with different degrees of feasibility. We have Algeria, a BRICS partner, Egypt, a BRICS member, and Libya, even the Persian Gulf, that incidentally could become part of the Russian-Iran Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, to be officially signed on 25 January in Moscow by Putin and his Iranian counterpart, President Masoud Pezeshkian. It's extremely naive to assume that Moscow was caught by surprise by the staging of an alleged Kursk 2.0, as if all Russian intel assets, bases, satellites, ground intel will not have scrutinized a bunch of Salafi jihadists for months, assembling an army of tens of thousands in Greater Idlib, complete with a tank division. So it's quite plausible that what's being played is classic Russia, combined with Persian guile. It didn't take long for Tehran and Moscow to do the math on what they will lose, especially in terms of human resources, by failing into the trap of supporting an already enfeebled Assad in yet another bloody, protracted ground war. Still, Tehran offered military support and Moscow air support and negotiation scenarios till the very end. Subtitle: Now the whole Syrian tragedy, including a possible caliphate of Al-Sham led by reformed minority hugging jihadist Abu Muhammad al-Julani, falls into the full managing responsibility of the NATO Tel Aviv Ankara combo. They are simply not prepared to navigate the ultra complex tribal, clannish, embedded in corruption Syrian matrix, not to mention the magma of 37 terror outfits, only kept together so far by the tiny glue of ousting Assad. This volcano will certainly explode in their collective faces, potentially in the form of horrendous internal battles that may last at least a few years. And just more 7. Look who is there. Very nice one, Balu. Very nice boy. I was thinking Balu was dead on the road, dead by other dogs. Look, I will cancel Pepe Escobar forever now. Is a pretty. I didn't made it. I will not made it. But yeah, this will be a special dog. Look, this dog is kind of. I told you, he's a Sagittarius, a beast. And well, what you have to do with a dog is not that bad. It's just, look, a little nervous. You have to go. You have to do it. You have to do. Yeah, look, it's kind of nervous. Why is nervous now? Because of the females. Because of the females, isn't it? But he is nervous, and he's so nervous he can start to bite me. He can have a violent reaction to me. To me, like, can you see that? So what I guess we can do with this kind of problem? He bite the lady's face, the owner lady's face, his nose, and well, he's traumatic, of course. What can you do with it? They sterilize this dog. This dog doesn't have balls. Look. No balls over there. So that's how the situation is for problematic dogs like this. What we can do is, like, yeah, we have a beast in front of us, a beast, and right here, this is the problem. His canines, that's the problem. Look, what we can do. Well, this is not the worst dog. I have another dog. You cannot touch his mouth. He goes insane if you touch the other dog mouth or something like that. If you touch him while he's eating something on the street, some garbage, something, he goes completely crazy. Not this one, the other one. So I'm telling you, dogs are not easy. You have to be absolutely focused on the dogs, on your patient, on your patient mind. So this dog, how I reached this, I tell you, this is a good situation we have here. Very good. Look, can you see? He's not killing me. He's not killing me. How? Well, touch him. He's nervous. He, of course, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm atheist. I guess our body is our mind. Our mind is on our body. There's a lot of factors like nutrition. If you have a bad nutrition, your mind was going to be weak too. Can you see? He's a good. This is a Soviet boxer. We have a Soviet boxer here. Did you saw that? That quick reaction. So you should. Oh, did you see that? Did you saw? So. And now I have to calm down. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm calm. No, I'm calm. I am calm. So that was. Did you saw that when I I got, but there's too much. There's just too much. Um, nervous. How to say it? Females, because of females, and because these dogs. There's another problem. He lives in a it's not too small space. Space he lives is not that small, but here is paradise. We have an absolutely open area. He barely believes where he is now, because fresh air. Well, no, there's fresh air too there. These it's like a backyard, open an open backyard, not too big, but I mean, is big enough, for for housing problems in global south. That's a palace. That's a palace. And well, that's it. Sagittarian boy. And well, my opinion. Look, he's nice. So you go. He has a nervous, and so give him some message on right here or her here. Understand? Some provocation. If you are brave enough, provoke dogs like this, but go safety. Base after base, like in baseball, first base, second base. Yeah, I'm not talking about sex with dogs. I'm talking about nervous reactions. Nervous reaction, trustworthy, confidence. That's it.